What's up, guys? We're the Backyard Bros, and today we're going to talk about everything that happened for the 2025 NFL Draft with our Detroit Lions. So let's get into it.
Okay, so to start us out with this NFL draft, going into this draft, many Detroit Lions fans thought that with the first pick, we are going to take an edge rusher. They thought that edge rusher was our biggest need because, to fill the role opposite Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Obviously, all we have there right now is Marcus Davenport. He's in and out of games, injured. So
Right.
many people thought that edge was our top need. Some other people also said that we were going to get a wide receiver to replace Jameson Williams. They said that he was getting traded.
Yeah.
So, and obviously that rumor turned out not to be true. Jameson Williams is staying here in the D.
Yes.
There was a lot of crazy rumors this draft. Some people also said that the Bears were going to trade up to get star running back Ashton Jeanty from Boise State.
Yep. They
Obviously,
thought so.
that didn't happen. He went to the Raiders, which we're very thankful for.
Yes. Thank you, Las Vegas, Pete Carroll, Raiders organization. We owe you big time. Thank you.
Yeah, so that rumor turned out to be false. The whole draft was just there was rumors Shedeur Sanders was going to go early. He obviously fell late. So many rumors.
To the fifth round.
So many rumors that it was just a wild draft.
Yeah.
But anyways, so with our first pick, we did not take an edge nor a wide receiver. We took a defensive tackle from Ohio State named Tyleik Williams.
Big boy.
This dude he's built like a Lee McNeil. Obviously another big body on the line we have.
Oh, yeah.
He actually weighs more than a Lee McNeil.
Yeah, he's bigger than a Lee McNeil.
So I think this guy's going to be great. Obviously, he's from Ohio State, go blue. But, I think he's going to be great, though. Hold down that defensive line. DJ Reader, he's also on the line. DJ Reader has some injuries, too. So I think he'll be good to fill in as well. So.
Yep, absolutely. I think he's going to fit great and make our D-line stronger and bigger than it is now. So, as you mentioned about Tyleik Williams, we go into round two, and
many people think we're going to take an edge round two.
Well, people thought we would have taken edge in round two or round three, or basically in day two of the NFL draft, but instead, Brad Holmes was very productive, but instead he traded up for both picks at round two. He traded up for one guy, and that guy's name was Tate Ratledge. Tate Ratledge. Still trying to get familiar with the names, obviously, but they got a solid guard from him at Georgia, and basically he's a great guard, though, because our guard left us at free agency, Kevin Zeidler. He left us at free agency, so that was a hole that we needed to fill, and he comes with it, though. He's a Dan Campbell type of guy. I mean, with the mullet that he has and everything, just overall personality and everything. He fits our culture, what we're all about, and he's gonna fit great with our offensive line. That's absolutely solid with everyone else that we have.
And it's good too because obviously our offensive line is getting older, a lot of players. So it's good to have these, younger type of guys coming in to fill in when the time comes.
Yeah, when you talk about younger guys, Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes were talking about how we needed more youth at wide receiver. And they weren't lying about that because they weren't done. They traded up in the third round to get a wide receiver who's in fact a Michigan native and who's from Arkansas, named Isaac Tesla, or Tesla, however you pronounce it.
Hey, it's like the car, because the car is fast.
Oh, yeah.
And he's fast.
And he is fast, actually. I like this kid a lot. I looked into him a lot right after they drafted him. He's got great hands, as good as St. Brown, and he's got a speed production that's just in between St. Brown and Jameson Williams. So I think he's going to fit great with the wide receiver depth that we have, and he's going to be the wide receiver 3 for the future, though, and for many years to come. So I think he fits great with our offense that we have, with our explosive offense led by Jared Goff.
I think he can fill in for wide receiver 3 if need be. Tim Patrick can or whatever. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So then we move into round 5 is our next pick, I believe?
Round 5, yes. We did take a guard from LSU.
Yeah.
I wish I remembered the name exactly.
Miles Frazier.
Miles Frazier, yes. See, I'm still trying to get familiar with the names, but I'll get better at it. It's new when it comes to the draft. But that was another great guard that we took also from LSU.
LSU too, big school.
Yeah, absolutely. Who will be putting with Tate that we drafted as well. And I heard that the two of them kind of worked out together before they got drafted.
Oh, really?
So they're actually familiar with each other. And again, what's special about this guard from LSU is that not only has he taken reps at guard, but he's taken reps at playing tackle as well early in college career. So he has experience of playing left tackle, right tackle, right guard, left guard. So he's basically a guy that can fill in the need for our offensive line when needed for game day. So
Yeah,
that's what I like about
more
it.
youth, bringing in more youth to the offensive line. It's gonna set us up well for down the road to not just short term, which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So now jumping into round 6
Yeah.
was, I think, all Lion fans' favorite.
Yes.
We finally got the player that we need. So
Yes.
you take it away.
Round 6, we finally get our edge rusher.
Yes.
His name is Ahmed Hassanin. He's from Boise State. This dude has an absolute motor. His motor is always running, almost like Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me. I think
Oh, yeah.
putting them together is going to be awesome.
I think he's going to be relentless, though.
Yeah, and this dude, he's also an Egyptian player,
Mhm.
which is very interesting, very cool, I think.
Yes, he's an Egyptian player, and he's the first ever Egyptian being drafted to the NFL. So that's got to be special, though. And
That's cool.
I looked into this kid as soon as he got drafted, and his story, though, is so impactful,
Yeah.
though, and amazing. And when you get a chance, take a look at his story, though. I mean, it's absolutely amazing, though. I mean, the journey that he has gone through, though, to get to the league, and now he's with us in Detroit. And he was even getting a call from Dan Campbell, and he seemed really fired up about it. Just couldn't be any happier.
Yeah, this dude, he seems like an absolute unit. Seems like he fits our culture great. He's got that gritty attitude. I think Dan Campbell actually talked with him, and he said something about he would die on the field for him.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's all you need to hear right there. That's just the attitude that this whole organization is built off of, and it's going to be great. But I have one question for you. So do you think now that we bring in Ahmed Hassanin, and you obviously have Marcus Davenport too, you have Muhammad in rotation, do you think this draft pick, does that mean we still need to bring in another edge like Zadarius Smith, or are we set, you think?
Well, I think the thing with Zadarius Smith, I'm always open for Zadarius Smith to come back to the Lions. I'm always open for that, for sure. I understand why they did it exactly, and he understands it as well. But I think that, if they didn't decide not to bring him back, I would be okay with it, though, because I feel like we have a much better rotation this year than we did last year. Because last year it was all about, okay, Hutch and Davenport. Davenport goes down early, then Hutch goes down early, and then there was nobody there. I feel like now we have a great rotation, and Hutch and Davenport are ready to come back at full strength. But again, Zadarius Smith is a guy that I would always be open for a return, though, to come into the edge rusher, because you can always have as many edge rushers as you can. I mean, the more the better. So, I mean, if he decides to bring it back, great. If not, then I feel confident of what we got going right now.
I agree. So finally get that edge rusher. Everyone, I think, besides our first round pick, I think a lot of people would say that pick is their favorite pick. Because it's just the edge we need, right? So you move from round 6, move into round 7. We have 2 picks in round 7.
Yeah, 2 picks.
And we get 2 Georgia Bulldogs, Dominic Lovett, wide receiver, and Dan Jackson, safety.
Yep.
Dan Jackson as a safety, from the highlights I've seen of him, he's a hard tackler. He almost kind of reminds me of Brian Branch.
Yeah.
The way he tackles, just a tough player.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on these 2 picks?
I love it. I'm the same as you. I'm on the same page as you are as well. I mean, both guys fit great. That wide receiver from Georgia, he's going to fit great with the depth of what we got going. And again, they wanted to add some youth to the wide receiver combination, and they did so. And with the other safety, with Dan Jackson, again, I felt the same way also watching this kid. Wow, he's got the same kind of tackle and physicality as Brian Branch have as well. So he goes great with the depth as well. So I love overall what we did, though, in this year's NFL draft. I think, once again, it was another masterclass made by Brad Holmes.
I think so, too. I think it really sets us up well for that short-term Super Bowl, as well as long-term, having the youth to fill in for players who have to leave. Like, the offensive line we know is getting older right now. Maybe has 1 or 2 years left.
Yeah.
I think the draft set us up very well for the future. I think Brad Holmes cooked again. I think Detroit is bringing the Lombardi home.
Absolutely. You're going to hear me say it again. The road to Super Bowl 60 in San Francisco goes through the Motor City. I said it in the first video. I'm saying it again. You're going to hear me say it a lot of times throughout the season. Because Lion fans out there, get ready.
Can't say that enough. Get that ingrained in your brains, guys. Super Bowl is coming home to Detroit. I think that's probably going to do it for this video. We just wanted to get a short one to recap the draft. But before we end, my good friend here has something to announce to you guys about his new channel that is out now, active.
Yeah, yes. So the new channel that I just have created, it is called Playmaking Production. And if you wonder what it's going to be all about, it will be about featuring superstars around the league, NFL, NBA, of course, featuring our Detroit Lions. My first video just got uploaded about a week ago with our man, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So when you can, check out the video, like and subscribe, and there's going to be many more videos down the road, though. There's already one in the works as well. I'm not going to say who exactly, but maybe I'll get a sneak peek soon.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
We have some great things coming for the channel. Let us know in the comments what your favorite draft pick for the Detroit Lions was this year. What you thought about the draft overall for no matter what team you support. If you think the Super Bowl is coming home to Detroit like we do, let us know. But this has been another great episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. And without further ado,
Backyard Bros.
out.